Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel, and today is the day they gave us the reveal for everything that's going to be coming out with Black Ops 6 Season 3, and if you thought the Call of Duty series was going in a weird direction, if you thought Activision was out of touch and were just making some really weird decisions, well, you would be absolutely right. Like, what we have here today has me genuinely scratching my head, so without further ado, let's just go ahead and jump right on into this here. So when it comes to Season 3 Reloaded, we're going to be getting 2 original maps added to the game. The first map is very controversial because it's going to be the map Haven, which was reported previously to be the map that Treyarch stole from Sledgehammer Games at the end of the Modern Warfare 3 lifecycle. If you guys missed that whole news story, apparently towards the end of Modern Warfare 3 during Season 5 and Season 6, we got a lot less maps than normal, and it was reported it was because Treyarch was taking the maps that Sledgehammer made to pad out their own DLC season with Black Ops 6, which is pretty freaking weird when you think about it. And when they revealed Haven initially, we saw that they had assets from Modern Warfare 2019 on the map itself in the form of this vehicle, and the minimap was in the style of the Modern Warfare 3 minimap, so this may very well be a stolen map from Sledgehammer Games that's added to Black Ops 6, and if so, I would not be surprised whatsoever if this does turn out to be one of the best playing maps within the Black Ops 6 multiplayer. We may never know the original design or the original intent that Sledgehammer Games had for this map, but here in Black Ops 6, it's going to be a KGB safe house set in an old abandoned estate, and the second map is going to be Signal. This map looks freaking fantastic, man. Like, it's set in a 1968 Pantheon's number station. It looks really freaking cool. It screams the original Black Ops. It has that vibe that we all hoped that the game would have, though unfortunately this is going to be a face-off map, so if you're somebody who likes the normal standard traditional 6v6 multiplayer and maybe stays away from face-off, especially after you did your camo challenges, well, chances are you may not play this map all that much, which is a real shame because they made a map that looks so authentically Black Ops, but it's exclusive to face-off. Just, I don't understand why they're doing that, and I also don't understand why we don't have more maps in the game that give off this vibe right here, man. I keep showing the clips here, but dude, this looks so freaking good. Like, this is the vibe that we all wanted for Black Ops 6, but rather, the vibe that we've actually been getting is what we're going to be seeing on the next map, which of course isn't original, but it is going to be a 420 themed version of Nuke Town, the thing that we've all wanted, man. Like, who doesn't want a 420 Nuke Town? This might seem to you guys to be incredibly out of place, right? And that's because it is. All of this was supposed to have come out weeks ago to celebrate 420, but of course they had to delay Season 3 to make sure that Verdansk was ready, and as such, all this stuff is now coming out roughly 2 weeks after 420, which really makes Call of Duty just look... there's no other word for it, man. It makes them look pretty freaking stupid, I'm not gonna lie. Now, to tie into the highly anticipated Blaze Town, Activision, of course, is going to be cashing in with yet another event that comes with its own paid rewards track. Like, I hate this stuff so much, man. Like, you already have to buy the game unless you have Game Pass, but in general, you have to buy the game. You can buy the Battle Pass every season. You can buy the $30 Battle Pass every season. Now we have paid events on top of that, and then, of course, we have the entire debacle that is the shop that is packed with tens of thousands of dollars worth of bundles. Like, they really found a way to monetize literally everything when it comes to this series. But to go back to it here, the new event, if you can call it that, is going to be called High Art, and in here for free you can earn a sticker, a weapon charm, the mini rocket conversion kit for the Goblin. You then have the new Landra submachine gun, which seems to be based upon the Spectre from Black Ops 1, which is actually pretty cool, and then of course you have the 420 themed casual ops skin. If you decide to drop the $10 to unlock the paid rewards track, you can then earn a few Seth Rogen operator skins, a weed watch, a weed weapon decal, 2 weed themed weapon blueprints, and just what happened to this series, man? Like, as if this event was not embarrassing enough, wait until you guys see some of the super amazing new bundles that are going to be coming to the shop with this update. Like, Activision, if you want to be Fortnite, just come out and say it, man. Just come out and say you want to be Fortnite. Like, there's literally nothing about this game, especially post-season, that screams Black Ops anymore. This game is pretty much just Black Ops, only in name alone. And outside of the event, Season 3 Reloaded will add a few more things to the game's multiplayer. So here we have the Joint Operations game mode, which I'm kind of excited for until I read more into it, right? So this is going to be very similar to that game mode that we had back during the Squid Game event, you know, where they combined 5 different game modes into one match, which I really enjoyed. So for example, you start the match off, and for the first 2 minutes, you're playing Kill Confirmed, and then the game mode switches to Domination, then you're fighting for the flags and everything. Then after 2 minutes of that, it goes back to Team Deathmatch, where it's just kills and deaths, and then 2 minutes after that, it goes into Hardpoint. Like, those dynamic and randomized game mode changes were really fun. They were really fun and really innovative and really interesting. But this time around, however, they're going to be adding, of course, special 420 themed modifiers. So every 2 minutes when the game mode changes, you're also going to be changing your character as well, just randomly. So sometimes your character might get a plus 420 score bonus, which means you'll be getting all of your your kill streaks, but other times you might just jump into third person. You might have the ability to double jump. You might start hearing paranoia sounds because, of course, weed. Everybody in the lobby might have double health. It may switch the entire game mode to hardcore, so everyone's dying in one bullet. Honestly, it's so random and it just sounds silly to me. Like, the core mode itself is really freaking good with these shifting objectives, but with the random modifiers, especially the modifiers that they've told us about, I don't think this is going to be very fun whatsoever. They experimented with stuff like this in the past, and it never really seems to go over all that well, and maybe that's just my own personal bias, my own personal opinion. I'm curious to hear what you guys think, but we've had times like, what was it, Modern Warfare 2 or Modern Warfare 3, where they had randomized modifiers for certain game modes, and every now and then you'd be able to have a jetpack, or sometimes you'd have double health, or whatever the hell. That stuff isn't fun to me, personally, and I'm just one person, so, you know, maybe you guys disagree, but for me, those modifiers really kill what could otherwise be an absolutely incredible game mode. Now, on top of that, we have a brand new perk in the form of Vendetta. This is going to be a blue perk, I believe a perk too, but I might be wrong on that, and what this is going to do is when you die, it's going to mark your killer's last known location. This sounded originally a lot like the blue perk combat bonus, but now we have an image of how the perk works, and yeah, this just looks really bad to me, and I feel like I'm being super negative here, but genuinely, like, I give you guys my honest feedback on things, like, what is the point of this perk? Like, if you die and don't remember where the guy who shot you was at, no amount of perks is going to be able to save you, man. You have a lot more things about your game you need to work on besides just your perk setup, right? So I really don't see this being used whatsoever, which is right there in line with that red panic knife perk that came out earlier in the season. Now, unfortunately, that pretty much does it for the Black Ops 6 multiplayer, and realistically, if you just play the normal 6v6 experience, right, and you don't care about paying for skins or anything like that, this update only adds a total of one original map. If you don't play Face-Off and you only play the normal core multiplayer, you're only getting one new original map. You get a new submachine gun, which should be fine. I mean, submachine guns are always fun to play around with, and then you have the conversion kit for the Goblin. Like, that's pretty much literally it when it comes to the standard 6v6 multiplayer, and they wonder why people are getting burned out, pun intended by the way, on the Black Ops 6 multiplayer experience. Now, when it comes to zombies, they're bringing back the Frost Blast field upgrade, complete with its own progression and perks, which is going to be pretty good. The Ray Gun Mark II is going to be added to all zombies maps. Directed mode, of course, will be coming for the Shattered Veil, and then they're going to be rehashing the Ninja Turtles mode that we had last season. This game mode is going to be called Zombie Snacks, and it seems to be the exact same kind of limited mode that we had before, where instead of zombies dropping you pizza that you use to keep your energy meters topped off, instead you're going to be collecting snacks, or munchies, of course. So yeah, if you enjoyed the Ninja Turtles limited time mode for zombies last season, it's all but returning here with Season 3 Reloaded, with different things dropping off the zombies. To wrap things up here, we have Warzone. Of course, they're going to be kicking off the evolution of the Verdansk map by bringing back the train, which will be riding throughout the entirety of the map itself. They're also going to be bringing back high-value loot zones for people to go to, and adding in more contracts because of the train, which in a way will help out the criticism that there isn't really enough money on the map, and it's kind of difficult for people to get enough cash to buy people back or buy loadouts or this, that, or the other thing. That was definitely one of the big criticisms of Verdansk when it first came back, was people had a hard time finding money, and they had a hard time finding plates. Well, now there's more contracts on the map. They've come out and said, you know, how you get money is you do the contracts or you hunt down enemy players. That's kind of just how it works. You can't just keep looting off in the corner of the map and expect to get everything. So it seems like a pretty good update if you're a Warzone fan. And on top of that, they're also going to be adding in Warzone ranked play on Verdansk, and the dirt bike is going to be on the big map as well. So if you've been enjoying Warzone and your return to Verdansk, you're going to have these map changes and updates to keep you interested, along with a couple of new limited time modes. So yeah, Warzone, I mean, they're eating over there in Warzone. If you're a normal core multiplayer fan, you're kind of disappointed, I would imagine, with this update. And if you're a Zombies fan, I mean, it's not the biggest update in the world. I mean, you get a new field upgrade. That's kind of cool. The ray gun's coming to all maps. Directed mode's going to be there for people that want to do the Easter eggs via directed mode. So that's kind of fine. But once again, it really does feel like multiplayer is getting the short end of the stick when it comes to this update. It almost feels like Treyarch have given up on Black Ops 6, at least when it comes to the multiplayer. And that will be something we discuss in a video coming out in a couple of days. But for right now, we're going to wrap up this video here today. I'm curious to hear what you guys think about Season 3 Reloaded down there in the comments. Let me know about that. Be sure to sub to the channel if you guys haven't already. Thank you all so much for listening and for your continued support of my channel, and I hope you guys all have a wonderful day.